Okay, so today I'm on the Mihogo Air Max, and this company is claiming that this is the longest range carbon fiber e-bike that you can get right now. It has a maximum range, they say up to 128 miles, but I think that's for like their European versions. But for this version, I believe it goes up to around like 121 miles, still a very long range. And that's because this does have a dual battery design. So up front, you do have a battery that's right there inside of the frame. You can use one of the two included keys to take that battery out to charge it, or you can leave it on the frame to charge it if you want. And then also the seat post is actually a battery as well. So you basically just unlatch this and then unplug the cable, and then now you'll be able to take this inside as well. Or again, you can leave it on the bike and charge it that way. And I think it takes around like 3.5 hours to get these charged, but you only get one battery charger in the box, so you can only charge one at the same time, but you can always buy an extra one if you want. Oh, and the front battery does have a USB port on it, so you can use it to charge up, your smartphone or something else. So you can use it as a really big portable battery bank if you want. And it also does have a little button there so you can see the remaining battery life right there on the battery. But just getting back to the bike itself, this is a carbon fiber bike. So technically it is using Japanese Toray T800 carbon fiber. I don't know how good that is, but this bike is super lightweight. And so the frame itself comes in at around 7.7 pounds. So that's light. But when you add all of the different components and the tires and all that stuff, this bike still only comes up to around 59.4 pounds. So in this range of like power, speed, it is a very lightweight bike. It's very easy to pick up and put it on your bike rack, or just take it inside or carry it up some stairs if you really need to. And so for this version, it only comes in two colors. I think the other color is like a darker gray. This color, I don't know the exact name for it, but it's like a tan type of color. And the one I have does have a rear rack, but you can also get an optional front rack for this as well, for adding a bunch of different storage options to it. Now, at the time of this video, this is on Indiegogo, so I don't think this is going to be the standard setup if you are going to be buying this bike from the website. So the rear rack and the front rack might be something that you have to pay extra for. But speaking of Indiegogo, the Indiegogo price for this bike is coming in at $1,199, which is a great steal of a deal for the carbon fiber and also all the other things I'm about to talk about. But the normal price for this bike, I think, will be around the low $2,000 price range. So just be aware of that. But I'll drop a link down below in the description of this video to let you know what the latest price is. But let's talk about some of the specs. So this does have a 750 watt rear hub motor, and this does have around 85 Newton meters of torque. And also it can handle up to 45 degrees of hill climbing, which I'm gonna show you right now. And I will just be using throttle only for this test. In 3, 2, 1, boom, here we go. And this is a very kind of long, steep hill here. We're hovering around 6.87 miles per hour. Very nice chill pace here, nothing fast about this, but we are getting up this hill. 8.5, 8.6, 9 miles per hour. And yeah, just kind of cruising up this hill. So definitely I would like to see around like 12 miles per hour has been the average of e-bikes that were able to get me up that hill at a very nice pace. All right, so now for my speed test here. So the first test will just be using the thumb throttle only in 3, 2, 1, boom. And here we go. Not a very speedy start, but we're off to the races here. So we're already at around 12, 14 miles per hour, which you got up there pretty quickly. And we're coming in at 16, 17. And we hit 18, 19. And the GPS app on my phone is pretty close to what is shown on the display. They're actually identical. So right now we are at 20.8 miles per hour. And this looks to be the maximum for just throttle only, 20 miles per hour. So now let's go ahead and come to a stop using the hydraulic disc brakes here. Very nice. And now let me turn around and do the same test using pedal assist. And 3, 2, 1, boom, here we go. And of course, again, this does have the torque sensors here. So let me go ahead and give it some power. We're at 15 miles per hour, 16, 19, 20, 22, 23. Pedaling feels really good, 24. And we are at 25 miles per hour. And I'm pumping pretty heavy here. So 25 miles per hour using pedal assist. Yeah, I wish it could get up to 28 miles per hour. I really would like to see that. Now let's do some off-roading on this thing. So this does come with a front suspension fork. It is adjustable, so you can lock it out if you really want to. But this bike also does come with 26 by 2.5 inch fat tires. So this is a really good size for not being too fat, not being too chunky, but having that nice thickness and also some nice treading on here to make it good for going over off-roading and stuff. Now, of course, in a perfect world, I wish this bike did have dual suspension, but because of the integrated seat post with the battery and stuff, I can see why that might be a little bit of a challenge. But the good thing is that this leather seat or leather saddle is also very, very comfortable. So it is wide for big bottom people like me, and it just feels really good. It's super, super plush. As you can see me pressing down on the seat, there's a lot of cushion here. And also the handlebars are adjustable. So you have multiple different angles to be able to get that right angle for you, depending on how tall you are. And also if you want to lean forward or lean backwards when you are riding. Now I do have a little bit of a hill here. So let me use the 7-speed Shimano shifter on this thing to go ahead and use the paddles to drop down to a lower gear to make this a little bit easier with the built-in pedal assist. And speaking of pedaling, things feel really good. Again, I'm able to get to a really nice height by adjusting the seat post, and also with the handlebars. I just feel really good in this position. And also this is a step through design on this bike too, so it's very easy to get on and off of it. You have a gap there in the middle just to swing your legs in. And another reason why the pedaling feels so good on this bike is because it does have dual arm torque sensors. So this will allow the bike to respond very rapidly when you do start pedaling versus the traditional cadence sensors that have a little bit of a delay, right? It can be from anywhere from 1 to like 1.5 seconds. But for this, if I'm not pedaling it right now, but as soon as I start pedaling, that motor kicks in to give me that pedal assist to help me get along. And then also this bike does come with some nice features when it comes to the lighting. So on the front, you do have a dual light design. So very nice wide coverage to keep things lit up in front of you. And then also on the back, you will find a tail light slash brake light that's attached to the seat post. But you also have these really cool daytime running lights that are actually built into the frame of the bike. So these will be on during the daytime to give you a little bit of visibility, but especially at night, these have a nice glow to them. And I just love how long they are in the frame. And then also you'll find these red reflectors here on the back as well. Now up here on the adjustable handlebars, you will find the very comfortable leather grips as well. And then you will find the thumb throttle here on the left-hand side. And next to that, you will find the 2.4-inch IPS color display. Now this thing is really nice because it's bright, but also I love the colors on it. And it'll act as your speedometer and your odometer as well. But you can also pair this bike to the Mihogo app on your smartphone. So using Bluetooth, you'll be able to get information like GPS driving navigation. So it'll actually show up here on the display, but also you'll be able to add a password lock to the bike and also use Bluetooth proximity to be able to actually unlock the bike as you get close to it because it recognizes that you have your phone on you. And then also you'll be able to locate this bike using the app as well. So I love any type of app with an e-bike, but this one actually performs really well. And now let me go down this very steep hill, but I am going to be in control because this bike does have 180mm hydraulic disc brakes, and I'm able to just have a very controlled stop with this. The brakes don't squeak. They feel really good, not too sensitive, just feeling really good for coming to a stop when you need to, just like I am right now. Now, I will tell you that the other day I left my home and I left the bike outside, and then of course it started raining. But the good thing is that this bike is rated IPv67. So that not only means that this is really good as far as like water resistance. You don't want to leave it out if you can avoid it. But if you do accidentally get caught in the rain, this thing will be fine. But also Mihogo has done a great job with this bike because they have made sure that I think the wiring up to around like 90% of it is going to be actually hidden inside of the frame of the bike. So that's going to help protect it. Okay, so at the end of the day, this bike is not a speed demon. It's not meant to go over 30 miles per hour, but for getting up to around 25 miles per hour. So having this nice carbon fiber design, meaning it's very easy to move around. Also, the build quality is really good. And also the hydraulic disc brakes and all the little extras when it comes to the app and the leather seat. And all these things make for this bike to be a very well-rounded bike, especially at that $1199 Indiegogo price tag. And also for peace of mind, this bike does come with a 2-year warranty. So yeah, solid all-around bike that I really do like, and I definitely can recommend it. So again, check out the link down below in the description of this video to get the latest pricing and information about the bike. Let me know your thoughts about this bike in the comments below. But like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.